So I just had a client receive an automatic credit limit increase on a business line of credit that I set up for him a few months ago without him even asking the lender for it. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you 4 things that are most likely to trigger such awesomeness. A little background on this client. He's a manufacturer of custom food trucks. Yeah, kind of like the ones you see in the downtown areas of every major city in the United States that serve up your favorite foods. Well, this client manufactures these trucks and sells them to his customers that then go out and serve food to you guys. The client was going to use this line of credit to go out and buy raw materials in bulk so he could get them at a steeper discount. The client went through our program last fall and I set up a small business line of credit for him in the amount of $35,000. Over the winter months, he ramped up production, and in springtime he delivered these trucks to his clients. They paid him, and with the money that he received from the sales, he was able to pay down his credit line to zero. Recently, the client received an unsolicited letter from his lender increasing his line from $35,000 to $43,800. It says, "In April, your credit limit was temporarily increased. We are writing to remind you that your increased credit limit will expire when the promotion ends at the end of May, and your credit limit will be reduced to its previous amount unless you make at least $3,500 in cash or net purchase transaction with your account." Okay, so there's a small stipulation that the client has to spend $3,500 in order to keep his increased line amount. This isn't a big deal for this client, nor should it be a big deal for any business owner that is looking for working capital. Also, keep in mind that there's no stipulation on when you could pay this amount back. The client outsmarted the bank by borrowing the $3,500 and then just paying it right back 2 weeks later. As a matter of fact, the lender was kind enough to include a check in the same envelope as this offer to make it more convenient for the client to draw the funds. And since all this was initiated by the lender, our client didn't even incur a credit inquiry. By now, you're probably wondering what would cause a lender to be so generous to a borrower, and you're probably wondering how you could get your bank to give you the same offers. Well, I'm not going to let you leave empty-handed. Here's 4 things you can do. If there's one danger to expanding your credit line, it's late payments. Late payments will destroy your chances of getting limit increases, let alone automatic ones like this one. So how do you eliminate this threat? It's very simple. All you have to do is set the account on auto pay as soon as it's open. By doing this, not only are you going to ensure that you never miss a payment, but you're also going to save time and mental bandwidth by never even thinking about it. The next danger in obtaining credit limit increases is by using it as a long-term loan. When you have a balance on your revolving line of credit that's long enough for high enough, banks absolutely hate this and forget getting credit limit increases. They might actually lower your credit limit. So how do we overcome this challenge? Well, it's easy. All you want to do is cycle your credit lines, which means charge them up to about 90%, don't exceed 90%, and then in 3 to 4 months, pay them off. In the case study that we used, the client was able to buy raw materials, put together the food trucks, and then sell them 3 to 4 months later and pay the line down in full. The third tip is to open a deposit account with the lender that extended you this line of credit. What this will do is it'll strengthen your relationship with this lender and it'll increase your internal credit score. Every bank has an internal credit score, and that's what they use to determine if you should receive a credit limit increase or not. The higher your internal credit score, the more chances of you getting a credit limit increase. Tip number 4 is to choose the correct banks to begin with. Every bank has their own risk tolerance, and you don't want to set up an account and then get a year or 2 down the road and then realize that you're not able to get credit limit increases because that bank is a stickler for giving them out. It's like exerting so much time and energy to climb a ladder just to realize it's leaning against the wrong building. How do you solve this problem? Well, that's where we come in. We've set up thousands of these accounts and we know what the lenders are going to do. So what we're able to do is set you up with lenders that are generous, that are going to expand your credit lines as your business grows in the future. We'll even give you a free consultation. All you have to do is visit applymidwest.com and click on the green button in the upper right hand corner and submit a contact form. Alright guys, that's all I got for you this week. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you liked this video, give me a like. I'll see you next week with another awesome video. For Midwest Corporate Credit, I'm PK Patel. Thank you for watching.